All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get in a variety of topics, but this first one, of course, we are getting back into it, but the Model Y is selling out again, and we know exactly what happens when the Tesla Model Y starts to disappear in inventory. Thank you, Siri. And so we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a look at the inventory charts, take a look at what's actually out there. We knew this was coming. This was basically a reminiscence of just a few days ago. Well, really the only reason why there was actual inventory most recently, like over 200 to 300 Tesla Model Ys, is because Tesla decided to dump a bunch of Model Y all-wheel drives into the inventory. So we'll take a look at it, of course, and we'll talk about a variety of other topics. But before we get into any of that, let's run that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon down below in the description, where you can receive a variety of different benefits. And actually, thank you to my latest Patreon members: Steve, Connor, Akash, Kay, Tony, Mark, Spike. I think I thanked you the other day, but thank you to everyone for supporting the Patreon. And so let's just get into this. So taking a look at this, we'll start with our usual. Go to mattjung.net's amazing inventory chart. You can see Model Y inventory is starting to go down again. We had a slight blip up the last few days just because of all those Model Y standard range all-wheel drives that got dumped into inventory. But of course, people, they want to pick them up, they want to scoop them up, or maybe people are switching from the long range to the standard range because they might get antsy about that $7,500 tax credit, and so they want to take delivery ASAP. Jumping to the inventory side, this was yesterday's screen. We had 29 brand new Tesla Model Ys available for sale in the country. Maybe it's more than that. Most likely it is. We know Tesla manipulates inventory on the websites, but refreshing it today, there are only 6 Tesla Model Ys from just a few seconds ago. And let's just hit refresh again just to see. Okay, now there's 4, but right here, there's one in Chicago that's only got 79 miles and an extra $650 discount. That's a slamming deal because it's a 2023. It's got a $650 discount. I mean, that might be the move, that's for sure. Especially if you're looking for one in that color combo and you like the color and all that stuff. I can only imagine this can't be still here. Still available for sale and ready to go. So yeah, Tesla Model Y inventory is certainly starting to disappear very, very quickly. So if you're on the fence, if you're trying to get one, I've been hearing good stuff that order delivery dates and people are getting their VINs a lot quicker now. So hopefully you'll be getting one in February or March. But even if it gets pushed to March, like even if we get into that new time frame where this $7,500 tax credit, gets under some, wavy waters, I guess, I would not worry. I don't think Tesla is going to lose out on the $7,500 tax credit because they're doing all these price increases every single week. If you didn't know, yesterday they just did a price increase on the Model Y Performance, and a few days before that there was a price increase on the Model Y Long Range and the all-wheel drive standard range as well. So I think Tesla at this point, they kind of know that they're going to get it, and so that's why they're going to continue to keep increasing the price day after day and week after week. And so I put a poll out there just to see, do you think Tesla is going to continue to keep increasing the prices? And a big overwhelming 37% said bi-weekly at a 500 to 1,000 cadence. And so we'll see if that actually comes true. But if you're out there, if you're searching for a Tesla, check out sites like waitingfortesla.com. These vehicles will certainly go very, very quickly. I'm still surprised this one is still on the website at the moment, but it just seems like all Tesla Model Ys are the hottest vehicle right now just because they all qualify for that $7,500 tax credit. Jumping to the Model 3 side, we can check on it briefly. There was that $500 price decrease yesterday for the Model 3 standard range, but spoiler alert, there still are a good amount of Model 3s available for sale. So it looks like it really didn't do much to that. But let's see, because I wanted to see if Tesla increased it or changed the price of the Model 3 long ranges. And it's really hard to figure this out because there isn't too many long ranges that stay in terms of inventory. So let's take a look. Let's build this exact one to see kind of what the pricing is. I want to see, because I've had a hunch that Tesla would increase the price of the Model 3 long range, so red paint is $2,000. What does this else have? Front and heated seats. So did they increase the price or did they lower the price? It kind of looks like $49,990. It looks like they probably didn't adjust the price at all, but I can't seem to figure it out for the quick maths. But anyways, there is a $580 discount, so it looks like they did not adjust the price on the Model 3 long-range version at all. But certainly, the Tesla Model Y is a very hot car at the moment with only 4 vehicles in stock. But this one right here, $650 discount. If you're in the Chicago area, that is probably the best deal I've seen in a bit, especially because there's not too many long ranges that become available. And then on top of that, to get a $650 discount for essentially no reason because it only has 79 miles, like that isn't a bad deal at all. Here's a couple other ones that both of them have the induction rims. Okay, and this one, wow, yeah, 7-seater interior. Okay, so that's all the way up to $63,000. But we're certainly predicting that Tesla is going to keep raising the price of the Tesla Model Y $1,000 to $2,000 basically at this point. And I think they're going to try and get back to the prices that they were before. So that $63,000 range, maybe even all the way back up to 66. But yesterday we talked about how, some people that currently have a Tesla Model Y order that are trying to push into the next month or so, they're getting kind of, inquiries, or they're getting messages from Tesla just like this. And here's the big thing from that. It says, quote, orders that remain on hold beyond March 1st of 2023 may be subject to cancellation. So if that happens, I could easily see March 1st rolling around. Tesla gets confirmation that they're getting the $7,500 tax credit, maybe because the IRS wants to delay it a few more months, maybe because their vehicles actually do qualify due to battery manufacturing and production, and Tesla will immediately then revert back up $10,000 to $65,990. Because if we were to think about this right now, right, like the Tesla Model Y at its current price point, at its base price point, we're like $11,000 less than what it was before. So $65,990, $54,990. So okay, $12,000. So here's the prediction right here. This Friday, because they seem to be doing like a Friday or Saturday type of cadence. This Friday, another $1,000 on the Model Y long range. Next Friday after that, another $1,000 on the Model Y long range. That would bring us to $65,990. Oh, actually, okay, wait a minute, let me reframe that back. This Friday, $500 price increase on the Model Y long range. The Friday after that, another $500 on the Model Y long range, because we've got 2 Fridays left in February. So $500, and that brings us to $55,990. March 1st, or the Friday after March 1st, or once with more clarification happens, up $10,000 to $65,990 to the price that it was before. That's my prediction. If I were to just kind of guess and pick a number and strategy out of the hat, if I was a Tesla executive. But let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think? Do you think that's going to be the case? I think I should put a poll on that. Like, what pricing do you think Model Y March 1st? And one of the options will be back to where it was, $65,990, because they know a lot of customers qualify for the $7,500 tax credit, and so that's where it certainly could easily get back to, especially if these inventory levels keep staying just like this, keep getting back down to low numbers, keep staying in the 0 to 10. or maybe even 0 to 20, we can easily see that. Jumping to the Model 3 predictions though, Model 3 is like a literally like a up, down, up, down, up, down. It looks like it was flat from yesterday today, which is certainly not good because they just did that $500 price decrease. But if this starts to trend down or even trend up, then I can certainly see, if it starts to trend up, then I can certainly see some discounts on that as well. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think about the pricing or the stock levels of the Model Y? Or what are your estimated delivery dates? Are you getting bumped up? Are you getting pushed? Hopefully you're not getting pushed to April or even later than that. And if you're getting pushed like 2 to 3 months out, usually that means something has happened to the car. Maybe there's some repair work that needs to be done. So just be aware of that. And if that's the case, make sure to ask for some sort of discount, because if that happened to a vehicle that was in stock and inventory that has not been sold yet, they would mark that as a damage disclosure discount and sell it to you as a discount. We just heard of a person that came in the chat the other day, said they got $1,600 off of theirs. So definitely use that as a strategy. Taking a look at some of the estimated delivery dates though, still, looks essentially the same. We've got a March to May of 2023 for the Model Y long range. Performance, of course, this is false. Like, do not believe this at all. It says you're going to get it February to March of this year, but I would say at this point, if you're placing an order for a Model Y Performance, expect March, maybe even April, but definitely for March if you live in areas near a factory like Fremont or California, or I don't even know if Giga Austin is making performances. I don't think so, but certainly be aware about that. I don't think you're going to get it this month or next year unless you find an inventory vehicle. And then switching to a 7-seat, it still looks like it's a April to June of 2023 delivery date. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to get into some of the comments and some of the questions because, that's the benefit of the live streams. You guys get to ask whatever you want, but we're probably going to do another topic before we get into that. But before we get into all that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including a couple credit unions on that list that have interest rates as low as 2.5% to 3.2% from 60 to 80 months. So definitely check that out. So this next, let's see, we're going to jump into our next topic. So welcome back to